Week 33. It's coming along fast, hasn't it? We're almost at Christmas at this point. But, you know, years seem to be going way faster now I'm a little bit older. So yesterday was a incredibly good day, I'm going to say, for the most part. There was one downside to it. All right, there was two downsides to it, but other than that, we got a full game of Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Path to Glory, completely done way faster than we thought we were going. We completely muddled through it, but that was a good thing. It was genuinely one of the most enjoyable afternoons I've had it in a while, and was much needed to spend some time just focusing on that. I hardly touched my phone, which was like really, really good. And then, we had a tasty curry that was not as hot as I thought it was going to be, because I made it, and I was really hoping that it was going to like kick me in the face, and it didn't. Unfortunately, it was still hot, but it wasn't, blow my head off hot, which is annoying. I've also got a bit of a sore throat as well today, so I do apologise. And well, it's been coming for a couple of days, but I think this one's going to be a doozer. I can feel it scratching right at the back. Anyway, what was the downside to it then? Well, the annoying thing is I've got a couple of quite expensive airbrushes. The ones that I use are the Harder Steinbeck HPS Infinities, and I dropped one of them moving stuff around in my gaming room, and completely knacked the tip and bent the needle. This isn't the first time I've done this. I did it with my Iwata Eclipse. It's the other one that I use. And yeah, costly and annoying. What's more annoying is it was luckily it's not damaged the casing or anything. The one that I dropped wasn't the one that I bought myself. It was the one that my parents bought me. So they got me it for Christmas a few years ago when this limited edition airbrush came out. It's a silly thing to have a limited edition one in it, but it's one that has more sentimental meaning. So that was a bit annoying, and it's the one with the finest needle that I use. So the reason why I have multiple airbrushes is that I don't have to swap out needle sizes as I'm working on things. But anyway, yeah, I dropped that and completely screwed the end over. So that was a bad element to the day. And the only other bad element to the day was the little man was a little bit naughty yesterday evening when they got home. But other than that, a genuinely really good day that I needed. Now back to it in earnest today. As you can see, my book collection has grown from 4 books to a current count of 102 rule books. And the last few that I need, other than one, there is one book that is not even a rare book. The rare book that I've found and I've paid 25 quid for, that is the only expensive one that I've had to pay for, which was Skaven Pestilence first edition. And I don't know why this book isn't all over eBay at a reasonable price like the other ones. Is the 3rd edition Skaven Battle Tome, just the standard edition of it. One of those, where was it going? One of these red one kind of colours there. I just cannot find this book for under a tenner. And the money's there. I've got the money in my eBay account from something else that I sold. So it's not a problem, but the first edition one that I know is rare. And there was literally one of them on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or any of the Warhammer communities I could find that were selling stuff. The place that I go regularly, Murfield Miniatures, he's never even had one in. So I was like, right, fine. I think I paid like £22.43 for a pristine condition Skaven Pestilence first edition book to go to that side with these white ones or slightly blue ones. Didn't mind that. Fine, that's a rare one. The other rare book, Chaos Dreadhold, I got for a very, very reasonable price. You may say I underpaid for it significantly, so that was a quality investment. But the 3rd edition Skaven's Battle Tome, I do not understand why the market isn't flooded with them. But it is what it is. Once I've got that will be every one of the Battle Tomes up until 4th edition. and all of the campaign and army books that I'm working through. I've got all of the main campaign books, so I'm just working through the other ones, which aren't as important because I wanted that set there before they got very expensive. So with with Warhammer 40k, it's way more expensive now to go back to first edition. Those books are now significantly more expensive. You're looking at between sort of like 15 up to 100 plus pounds each to first edition, and we're on 10th edition at the moment. So starting to collect the Age of Sigmar ones from almost from the get-go. This year is the 10th anniversary of Age of Sigmar. So if you extrapolate the 4 editions out, we're getting an edition. It's roughly every 3 years, but you know, you can divide that up into 2.5 years. But I'm happy with this, and this will be something that I can hopefully pass on to my little lad. So he's got, should he be interested in this sort of thing, he might not be, but for me, I can review all of these books. There's beautiful stories in it, amazing artworks, and having the physical copies of them is something this is filling me with incredible amounts of happiness. You don't know, I was just sat here looking at the other day, just looking through various images and stuff. I've got the 12 that I'm missing that I've bought and ordered one bids on have been anywhere between sort of like £1 up to £5, maybe £6, £7 with postage and stuff. But like I say, I've not really paid for any of these. I've just transferred one bit of hobby stuff that I sold into this, and I've still got a little bit left over. So that's really good. Yeah, that's a lot of Warhammer stuff to talk about there. I will go back to talking about cameras and stuff in the near future. There is something that I am going to buy, and it's I saw the review of it yesterday, and I really want to get one of these. It's like £15, and it's a little attachment for the DJI Pocket that lets you use the same mounting as you can on the DJI Hero 5, which I also have. So being able to have that super sturdy, really great magnetic clip across multiple things will just let me like smash it into a couple of different places, and I'm going to get a better monopole, an internal monopole for the house that I can just move it around, and I can get like really nice shots that are a little bit more interesting and dynamic. I've got my outdoor monopole down there. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm going walking, not this Sunday, next Sunday, up to Hobblepot. So I'll be up at the waterfall up there. I may even be going swimming in the waterfall. So yeah, that'll be fun. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. I will catch up with you all tomorrow. Hopefully this has been a little bit more interesting, a little bit more positive. Not all of them are going to be like this, obviously, but it is what it is. Right, throat killing, need a drink. See you on the other side. Have a good one. See ya.